York Comic Art Expo. This is a show that always draws a lot of attention for all aficionados of original comic art. Really cool lineup here, from legends to some of the recent names that are making a lot of noise. Can't wait to get in there and check it out. Come along with me. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's SG for Fandam Collectibles, and I am here with the patron of comic art. We're at New York Comic Art Expo, and I just saw P.O.C.A go in there and basically unload a whole bunch of art that was no longer really an adequate part of his collection. So I want you to just talk to the people a little bit about your process. How did you decide on pieces that you wanted to turn over? And then when it comes to actually dealing with the vendors in there, what made you settle on one particular individual?
So when it came to the artwork I brought today, it was not only just published pieces, but there were also some commissions I've collected over the years, as well as some commissions on blank covers that were then CGC'd. And so the reason I brought that work today was because I'm simply trying to condense my collection to focus more on published art. And sometimes when it comes to selling artwork, you're not going to get the top dollar because their job, much like comic book buyers, is to buy for less and sell for a premium. That's just the nature of the resale. And so if you understand that, it makes things easier. And so for me, there was just a lot of artwork that I had that I wasn't so sentimental with, or I found pieces that surpassed those pieces that I have in my collection that I've collected over the years, that I decided to just let go of those smaller pieces.
I also wanted to just check in with you in terms of the overall vibe. It is fairly early on in con season, not too many significant shows in New York. So based on what you saw in there today, does this make you feel like, you know, these big shows are really back, or are we still seeing some of the effects of people being reluctant to gather? What's your take on the turnout?
It's a decent turnout. I think it could have been a lot more people. I found that the issue to be advertising, not only on Instagram, but also on TikTok, also on Facebook, even Twitter or X, however you want to call it. You're going to miss a demographic that doesn't know about this. So there were some of the artists that I follow that were advertising this, which was fine. But for the most part, I asked on Facebook, comic book forum, original comic book art forum, if anyone knew about this show, and many didn't, and some did. The ones who did were mainly the vendors, and so it's not enough for the vendors to know about the show. It's actually the people who are buying the artwork or selling it to the vendors that should be knowing. So I just wish it was better advertised, but it's a decent show. Wasn't able to get here on time, so I don't know if I missed anything, but Jim Steranko had a special deal on that he advertised on X, where basically if you come in after 1 p.m., the tickets would be $15 instead of $25. And so the only way to get in is to say the secret password. And so I think Brotherhood was it, yes. And so I said that, paid my $15, got in, and then I saw you two immediately, which was so cool. And so yeah, it's a cool show. It's not huge, but I mean it's a good size for the original artwork fan. And so if you're curious to get artwork from vendors, it's a great place to start. I will say though, this has a lot more artists than I was expecting. Usually when I go to an art show like this, it's exclusively just art dealers. In this case, we had a number of prominent comic book creators here, some of which I'm getting commissions from today. And so that's a nice change from the last time they've had this event. It's slowly starting to look similar to original Art Expo that was done in Florida back in January. But I mean, going by the footage I saw online, this is a smaller piece compared to what they did down in Florida. But yeah, I mean, if the interest is there, which I think it is, it's just a matter of advertising properly, and I think more people would come.
That's the owner of the Moon Girl. Yes.
Hi. Nice to meet you. Thank you again for getting that.
I'm so excited to see you. I was like, you knew I was like coveting that for like, oh my God, was it 2 years?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She was watching it. Absolutely.
That was one of my favorite. It was hard to give that piece up because I love that piece, but I'm so happy it went to somebody, that really appreciates it.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna make a T-shirt of it. So nice to meet you. Are you gonna get to do anything with it?
Yeah, so she is taking sketch cover commissions. What you asking for?
Just the sketch cover?
Yeah. I actually just shared this yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
So I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I just finished it, I think, yesterday.
Listen, folks, we had a blast. New York Comic Art Expo. I highly recommend this experience. If you are an original comic art veteran or somebody who wants to get more insight into collecting original comic art, this has to be on your agenda for next year. Had a blast. Until next time. Thank you for checking out the Fandom Collectibles YouTube channel. If you appreciate what we're doing here, you know what's next. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, and stay tuned.